Higgins with you on Orange Postgame. Coach Q joins us as always. Orange 86-80 winners here tonight. Q, we expected a high-scoring game. We got what we paid for tonight. What was this one like going through where your team hit a school record 23s and you needed almost all of them here?
You know, we did a really good job of just pushing tempo, and we knew that we had to get up and down the floor and try to get Janelle out of the game, but
yep.
She still had 25 for 12. Even with this pace, she's just a phenomenal player. You know, they have really good players. It's like I said before the game started, they have 3 players who can score 20-plus points, and 2 of them got it. So they just a very good team scoring the ball, and you know, we just did a good job on Key, and she was a key player for them, and we Paris Key.
Okay, we got it.
No pun intended, right?
You're late to the puns in this broadcast, Q. We've had a couple hours of it.
But she was key, and but you know, we definitely needed to stop her and slow her down, and we did a really good job on her.
Yeah, only 12 points today for Key, and she's the leading scorer coming in, who averages nearly 20. You're right about Bailey and Cherry, but for you, 23s. Gabby hits 8 of them, which matches her own school record from the tournament last year, and career high 28 points for her. What's it like when you're watching your shooter hit basically every shot she takes?
The second half was amazing. We did a really good job of attacking early in transition, and that's what we wanted to do, to attack them before they got their defense set. First quarter, I thought we did a good job against their 1-1-3, and then we started just dribbling the ball across half court and not doing the things that we did early in the game. But second half, she came out of the defense and started playing us man-to-man. And we got some good looks, and we knocked them down.
I'd say hit, 9 threes against the zone in the first half, 11 threes against a man in the second. So either way, it worked out for you. And Miranda Drummond, too. Ordinarily, this would be a crazy game to have when you have 24 points and go 7 for 8 for 3. And yet that was the second best offensive effort you got today.
Well, you know, what do you say? You know, when you have your 2 best shooters combined for 15 threes, you got a chance to be really good. I thought the Digna made some huge ones in the second half. Our team just remained aggressive, and they just kept grinding. Yeah,
Digna's threes kind of detached you maybe a little bit from Carolina, got you a little working margin there. Digna only hit 2, so we'll cut her some slack there after 15 from your 2 best. Tiana Mangakahia again back on the double-double horse today after only 5 assists on Monday. 12 points, 14 assists, Q, and we got 1 game left in the regular season, then whenever the postseason has, and she's already tied Lindsay Allen of Notre Dame's record from last year for total assists in a season. This is usually earlier in the year than you start thinking about things like that.
Well, it was amazing. You know, she did a really good job of just sticking with it. You know, she had some lapses at the end of the game and kept getting back tapping. But, you know, it's tough. You know, she's handling the ball for the entire game and trying to depend on her to make good decisions. And sometimes, you know, you just kind of, you know, have some pressure and not handle the ball properly. But she did a good job of just late in the game, you know, controlling the game a little bit. But she made some shots, and that was big. Yeah,
Tiana had 2 of the threes as well. She did have 10 turnovers, but stole it back 5 times to help out get you the ball.
Yeah, she has an amazing assist number and turnover number. I think she has one of the highest turnover numbers I've ever seen in my life. It's a lot.
And still her assist-to-turnover ratio is pretty good.
Exactly, so it's confusing.
Yeah, she had dipped below 10 assists a game for the first time all year before this game, so I guess that upset her. She's back north of 10 a game here today. She's led the country literally from the start of the season all year long. Q, you had a little moment there on the handshake line with Jamie Cherry. I mean, that's a player on her senior day who played great, but she's been a player who maybe team success has not stepped up to the great level she's played at for 4 years.
Well, she's been amazing. She's been good from day one there, and she's a fierce competitor, a point guard who pressures the ball and does a really good job of getting after you defensive end, and is a knockdown shooter. You can't leave her open. She's a phenomenal player, and I just told her, you know, you've had a great career, and you got a lot more basketball left in you at the next level. She's definitely a WNBA caliber point guard, and definitely make some money for playing basketball.
Oh, she's absolutely a pro going forward. She had 23 tonight and was outstanding. Kind of kept the heels in it. And Q, your senior day on Sunday. We'll talk about that then. But you're now 4 games through this 5-game stretch you talked about, and you've won them all. What has happened here to get your team playing its best ball at this stage of the season?
I think probably just being brutally honest. We talked about needing all these games to secure ourselves in the NCAA tournament, and we got 4 to 5 taken care of. We said these last 5 games we're going to be seen as one big game, and right now we're through it, and now we're in the 4th quarter on Sunday.
All right, almost all the way home, Q. We'll see if you can take it there on Sunday. We'll talk again then.
All right, thank you.
That is Coach Q. Again, the final score today: Syracuse 86, North Carolina 80, as the Orange win their 4th in a row. Take a break here on Orange Postgame. Come back with final stats. Name our player of the game. I think we know who it's going to be today. Somebody that set a school record. We'll tell you about that when we come back. 86-80, the final. Cuse over the Heels. The Syracuse IMG Sports Network.